Okay, so here is my Sinclair C5 with LCD touchscreen modification. As you can see, the LCD is right there. It's a bog standard 12 volt C5 with indicators and headlights. Now to turn it on, we've got a switch down there which used to be the old light switch, but I've decided to use that as a main power switch. So now that I've turned it on, as you can see, the touchscreen has come on and it's asking me to enter a pin. Now without the pin nothing will work, so the throttle which I've installed for the motor speed will do nothing, as will the indicator switches, which do nothing at all. Okay, so if I put in my pin code, which is 1234, it loads the main screen up. So I'm not sure if you can see that clearly, but in the top left you've got the date and the time. In the top right you've got the voltage level. There's also a meter showing how much you've got the throttle turned. So if I turn the throttle, you'll see it go up. Okay, and then down here you've got the motor temperature with a little black fan on there, fan icon. Basically when it gets to 15 degrees that will start turning round, and if you look in the back there is a standard PC cooling fan attached, so when it gets to 15 degrees that will turn on and will speed up the hotter it gets. There's a temperature sensor right there. So back to the display, the next temperature reading is the ambient temperature, and we've got the total miles that the C5 has done along with the total miles since it was turned on, the session miles. And then moving down we've got the options button, I'll come back to that in a minute, and then we've got this number here. It's not working correctly at the moment, but it will be the number of amps being used. And then we've got the speed. And at the bottom, you can see that clearly, we've got indicator icons for left and right. So if I turn the indicator on at the switch down here, if I put the left one on, you'll see that that's flashing there, as is the indicator there. Same at the front, so I turn it off. Same for the right. Turn that off. And this switch, this button here, controls the front and back lights. If I tap it a bit harder, lights come on, and it's illuminated to show you that it's on. Turn it off. That's off. Now I've also managed to put in hazard lights, which is activated by this button here. And as you can see, the C5 is, all the indicators are on. So again, turn it off, and then I've got this button here which is for a blue LED strip which I've got mounted underneath the C5. So if I turn that on, that's all that is. So there's a strip at the front and a strip at the back. As you can see, there's a box here which has all the circuits for turning the lights on and off and registering the button presses of the indicators. One extra thing, the original motor button here is still there, and I've wired it into the front light, so when you push it, acts as a flasher. So there it is, my touchscreen enabled Sinclair C5.